customary marriage abusia mienu na eware and ordinance marriage nipa mienu na eware 2 persons na eware.
Okay. No, but I'm still am person me ti ase. Enti sa ordinance marriage ordinance marriage I said one ni ye me busuani anam timi fa me nyonko bia ordinance marriage bia ni
ka say obi bia wabo 18 years anadwene mu eda ho as of a pen
not necessarily say busuani
me say obi bia so you should understand obi bia
me say for emphasis say my said that bia
ka so obi bia nti asa
because obi bia because yes busuani
Debbie.
Okay.
Obia. Ye pe nipa mienu wo ye che pe nipa mienu wo ye che nti abrofo yo mba wa aware ye nuanom wa hai. O ofa na damfo bia na ona na kono wasan ama no. No mo akwa ware. So that is the down question as say. It is a way we are very good customary one no. Na che say wa ware o. But yamra na che say the moment before I go there, let me say one thing. A customary marriage, potentially is polygamous. The meaning is that so worry if you are worrying a kind of nano mamma, so to me worry be a count. To me, champion, I worry be the count. Now, never mind to me, champion, patch or ban or ban to me worry be count. Oh, I wish I
I could ask somebody about somebody about that be couple so soon. Could you also soon?
Anticipate was I am anticipate was a fenya mechano and they say upon this customary marriage, yeah, why? Not say fancy be our ma be nsia ukwa yi ba ko na one no koye ordinance me pache o nullify umu akani na ade
obi anya yere bi
dabi because ordinance marriage na a monogamous marriage and to the moment I would do any behwe baby na e friend adultery near to me cite for bigamy enti once it is ordinance marriage a nipa mienu and nam say marriage is a contract ye be ma mo certificate a say a contract marriage every marriage is a contract nti na fie de no omo a itumi ma contract ni take effect no two families na men take effect and nam say when so your contract nti you need 2 witnesses when ya 2 amfa kwa enye and because say your contract nti under our laws no necessarily say ba ko ye bema na necessarily ba ko say ye oba na nam say your contract nti say munye fie fe na matrimonial home and nam say your contract nti say mo have sex
consummation
first sex number and the consummation of the marriage at the moment we be sure say we free matrimonial home desertion na the divorce eba the moment we be deny back of sex na the divorce eba the
nti papa enfia dodo san ena so oba e de no ho kame ne ku a constitute law say be ma no we deny consummation to betuma agina so agina enfia dodo san ana be ma no oba
o ware oba consummation in your sex bia na friend consummation first one no nko is the consummation of the marriage nti say wo ba be ware obi na that first day we ni nhia ya maybe no ya mpena that we hu no ho many years eno no mpena twa na camera no ho na mom wo ware ni wie na se mu nhia nye saa de na just say marriage na mo ba ko to make the court to nullify the marriage anytime from 3 years obetuma akoye.
So
and I said,
continue. Not me, because I said, "There will come it here." What you say, you worry the consummation, no, enya baso maybe cry, ya wumuma, right? Na ebia after the first sex, which is the consummation of the marriage, you know, ebia obema natin ho, and oba natin ho for be 5 years and now 6 years, you almost having sex as husband and wife. And no son, what is there any stipulated number of years? Ebia so bag de no ho come ni kuna no abema de no ho come ni yira. Emrano etre bibi say because of that long distance of sexual intimacy near the identity no obako for to me jina so ka say me pese me jai wari ana say.
But you need na ye intention and they say obi wo ho wo US or penkrata na yire betumi dia join na no kro de no ho no obetumenya papers be 10 years onyaye until with this one when you say akwadi 10 years so but there's no intention of separation between the two because oba no nimni entira nukunu ni ntime ma oba o ntime nkobiem oba no nimni entira no so ntime nko US ho ntia no de boni bi anim because the two of them understand. But whereby who exercise that intention of not coming back, even if it is 1 year, you have deserted the person, and then you make your intention no, say when you're ready, say we'll be back. Even if it is just 1 year.
The example a woman of Amanonia Semi, which happens a lot of
all the time. But no, there's no intention. Say,
but what if say Obani be money na omo proper documentation a we be to me akọ, we be to me about, we be to me about, we be to me akọ, but yet still because of certain circumstances, you know, by virtue of whatever argument there is or what, there is no sexual intercourse in the marriage.
And but you, ora no chifin point. The way me nkrofo omani age sex you hin. Person me kan bibi o hanom say na boy na fa bia wo de be boy wota no yie no. So makofa Matrimonial Causes Act no 1971. Into here section 1 or say petition for divorce. 1 or say a petition for divorce may be presented to the court by either party to a marriage. 2. The sole ground for granting a petition for divorce shall be that the marriage. Okay.
Has broken down beyond reconciliation.
Yes. Now the reason why, especially I'm 2 no, I can about proof of breakdown of marriage. Okay, kind of I don't see so much maybe sex. Ewo honum saying.
But what you say? Assembly I can one at the power say the sole ground for the dissolution of marriage in Ghana.
Yeah.
Or say when the marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation.
Yeah.
Until what has happened between the two of you, I reconcile more enye. Then never will become reasons, you know.
Yeah.
Be a violence, be a desertion, be a lack of sexual intimacy, be a nagging. Well, be a impotency.
Yeah.
Nti reasons no and I will best state. What can reasons na to me ma won ware no bie mu a. Also law no say beyond reconciliation. So you must also prove that serious efforts have been made to reconcile the two, but all have failed. Until we even now lawyer be only experience. Not the case so gu no do be na wa tro be a boni away we are seeing in our ban de but when to me I'm fam say be a church elders and our pastors or family members have tried several times and it didn't work. One fam and no one memu pe. Nature say when you the stage of beyond reconciliation. To judge no beka
say my bibia say bi anka beka ma bom but I need.
I say to me prove well.
Okay.
I say to me prove well. Until one to me and prove well no. Nature say the marriage subsists. Until no when you na chi to say be a wukunu no. O two kwan no a wonte nenka no. We question no so abo ma me answer my sister and then be easy. O two kwan a wonte nenka no. Say wo asoba na be ma na wo pe wo yire no. Wo prove say adanse bebre wo ho say what try ase nka be ma ne de omre fie ana omefa wo enko ani nyina wanye or ofri moti odoko otu akotena dansoma adanse bebre wo ho say wo kofie ho da bia no pamo nti opamo dia na wotena obi beyond even 6 months nipa na onya na adwen say no wapamo no nso say wo sign ma witnesses ebemu dia witnesses omu na try so omu ni wukunu bekasa ni nyina o se wonyintum. Then you can talk about divorce. What do you love? Nature say at this level, ukokodru court na nya court ni egu aware. Nya lawyer no egu aware. The marriage has already broken down beyond reconciliation.
Na asem ya mami bibi mami musa. So me sure say ne ekosu teach you FI bi alumba die. E kan ne di nkomo bi. We on say krata bi da bonten. I just okay in fact I could just say what letter. Now say many be man wo ho. Na matro to say krata bi to say ni akosua say wa tro yi me tro in fact me dey nsa krako ba me dey nsa call ye no achi no ebusuani bi to say bia even makuma na obi nso ene mi akasa kwesi ana bia otili da bi awade de ɛno no mentimi mfa nyɛ asɛm nka sɛ
very good bi ɔno wakasa sɛ mpakyɛw gyae na wei saa kodwo deɛ saa ɔpɛ ma mpakyɛw fa kyɛ no wae wode kyɛ no wie a to prove sɛ obi ne wo kasaeɛ no you must also state in court sɛ ɛnam ne ɛnu nuabaa ne kaeɛ enti na mefiri Germany koraa ba bɛtena amadeɛ ho wɔ Ghana enti na mebaeɛ a me ne ɔdɔbrɛni bɛko ntɔkwa no enti na mebaa Lumba busua panyin hɔ bɛpaa ne kyɛw sɛ ɔnni m'anim mɛyɛ nkɔ ne wɔfaase no nti wonya saa nneɔma bi prove a ɛde ka ho a ɛno na ɛkyerɛ ne na ma started with ne say under the common law countries no bibia no ne judge ne bɛka ne yɛde yɛ adwuma ɛna then na judge ne bɛgyina so aka the essence of law is evidence nti once so we of maame no wana dancefoɔ akosi asɛ ɛwa dancefoɔ sa na mo wa metutu yɛ ni sɛ beyond letter no letter ne deɛ metro letter we me no me ho pa na me ko hu ni nuaba o de me ko abusua pani no ana ne sofo bi ho ana Lumba no ani manager bi ho ana adamfo pa bi ho ye ko fie ho ye say nti aware no enwu ye onya no ma bi sa agiregyina so a e ma letter no enye adwuma
so me nya sa nyina no so no dia na tese court
na say enu nti ne ye pa evidence for wo court no enu nti ne ye pa
and then say wo de wano keke now they ka
da bi say anu nko ade ndenke ya tro say ye mfa nko court nkogu no wo da so ye yire na beyond anu no ye pa dance ye kyese watu anamon bi a wagu aware adanse ye kyese wo wagu aware no ebi ne nsa na wo de koye no your intention no ebi ne letter no a wo kyerɛ se wo san hwehwɛ ade bi be diffuse no ma anamon tu we ya wutu ye no nti se maame no wo bi di a ye very fine
because we saw one answer so quickly na yanko
my last question papa yi ya maame akosua sewa
assembly edin han so betuma site here for contempt dia mo pa say yan conclude yan who conclude pe we betuma de wa court for contempt just waji court enum aduan na free na no
we kwa de say ja yesususu ya endwene ho ade gusu ya ma me akoso say wa de krata bai the lawyer for say oni kodefosu omo ya ajamanfo ntinka ono na adwene mu a anka court ni mwa na ngintum se abusua kra
yebeba no so
okay all right yo mate
me nhwe enum fufu me enum nkwan
mate yo and the young so question proceed
so Tilly no use that one
okay I think Sema wa kohon so because na me pominim said there was something like the common law and then the civil
the reason
law.
I make up because I say to me kan kata
yes
omo monti mu nsem no matimi hu na ebia lo no chim say we hu akan na bibisa but the new bia no oti na ebia we hu
yes because ohon na me confusion because ye kasa sankomo when you start here we know say there's a part of the German side which can say no ye omo different one say there it's ohon na person you do na face me reconcile me
kojo nia ya brobusu so far and the fine bibi ho no bia ora no chifrem pon chichi mu office as a chiwadwe opese obusa betimi ebusa the other issues to it betimi ahwe no so ye
yeah wetie for now
because I'm surprised I mean setting all the issues except say bia mo ntie issues now mo set out on be kan asem now just well me ntie anyway
yeah na ade we a case we no de ye me de wo mu ye esuahu na ewo mu no esan say niema bebre lawyer ka additional lawyer ka say cases bebre similar cases bebre ho but esan say omunye amama nti na mabonten e ma ye radio so ni TV so nko dey say enti no we no aba additional bebre o ma me ye sure say amanfo pick o mu no suspa na ba ko a me pese busa e say efia wade no e customary no how do we properly break if you are say bia opese oguna kwan ben so na yefa so e de gunu
well it's a good question but before some answer what can say be after so Lumba here mama na ne de na Lumba free na de ko because of Lumba no divorce be back court to Ghana na nya de ketwa ofo bebre awawara ye ordinance marriage or no case the past 10 years we ja oba na kwa wo be 3 nti aware na egu se se omo ani aba wo ho so se omo ye writing nti your friend say lumba wuo no to a very high extent no the normal bebre
to a very high extent man kophobia your marriage say the customary na no so mbe
o customary den kai say na no me di na customary marriage no wo pese wo gu no a o sa monga cancer no normal ye gigi wina na ye di adanse ye no a ye che wo ho ye nsa to aba akope a bottle of drink be a schnapps or something a ye de call round be ma no e me ye di adanse obi ade bi kan na no enti se wo pese wo gu no a wo return be ma no nsa no customer that's what we say se me de nsa akoma no nti wo mo abusua mienu no betena se all right na oba no eyi nsa bodambo ebetuma basa that day na ye whiskey ebetuma basa ye dey but ni ehia pa ne se nsa bodambo schnapps or the ko edi adanse ye se or the be man nsa eba eno ni intention so obegu aware no na ebusua mienu no atena se omo kasa a chopa bi wo ha ye de be ma no nya se wo de ba ya na yaje ye de be ma no be ye bibia kan ni nyina echi no so oba no so ompe be man na be man so ompe oba no a you can't force him or her nti na say egu aware nti efie aware no wutumi gu ne fie na no so wo another advantage say wutumi gu no court adenti na wutumi gu no court na no ya divorce bi here oba no e de be man aware ko o de ko ye no be man busuani bie ni ho se obaje obi ase onye say nobody is prepared to sit down with you ena be man no so onye prepared so betena se aye bibia na it takes two to tango nti say be man so onwaro no so sign e put impediments in your way the shortest distance and say would the petition be court would the court ya be court dey good so onye process na petition na wa file na the last known place of abode court begia to Twitter service near their confirm after 21 days wa begina court wa kan wasam wa wi ko baby ye gunu what you say enti customary marriage no e wo two places a ye di gunu efie se ne ye ware wo fie no e na court dem mu na ne enti court dem sometimes are very important for customary marriage na ne say bia na properties abem properties na abem no wo kwa ko gunu under custom there custom no be man no benya upper hand because I see a can some with fear young penny akwara yan kama penny ndi for bedroom nipa hunu ene wa hene yan kama hene ndi for obi ni nukuna yan kama be ma ndi for nti sa wo pesa wo rights ni ye adwuma especially when it comes to the ancillaries ni ejapade na ewo aware mtu betuma gu efia aware no ofie na wo the ancillaries ne de akokot ne yakoche se wanye ne sa abusua bia ne wo betena se ne yakase oba ne be me yebeche no ma pepepe e de yakase wo ye oba and in our custom no sabio yemfa buo ma oba nti oba ne de kokota e wo ne be hu se they are equal human beings ne de mra na ye adwuma ma no
ma say mu sa eto aso oba nko a betimi de nsako abusua se okogu aware
me pacha oba wo de kwa enyemra e kire se customary marriage no eyabusua mienu na eware nti without the consent of the head of family of the woman ontumi kogu aware ne mani nyeye
so oba ne bi aba bi bu ne buafu na wa ha me no de nsa akọ no de akoma
dabi eyese na busua panyin e ma no consent nti mahu bebre ya oba no kokoduru ho no omuji abusua panyin no omunim na dada because abusua no nim wo ho ebisa head of family no na head of family ni so akopie enchi ne na ya ne ya ontime mba ya manitu ni krom ni bi wo krom ho e ma oka oba no ho ba e bo amane yese obe represent head of family na nyasa yintimi ngu no
okay miss me dasi Rano chifin pompa cho Jansu kakra na yindi san komo we etiefo me sure say mumudu do na mwehu mati bi wonti yenso de nra bra wamotena lumba asem no so akosu asewa se onim se wakwa akosama ebusua panyin Kofi Wusu a oye ko ebusua no ebusua panyin na Priscilla Ofori dodo na anim ne ye frɛ no Odobroni na Transition Funeral Homes mama menyantie enra wo mo koye court tena asem no so setting out of the issues lawyer ma yenya ntiase directions wo mo kwakoji efi eye court onum say na akosha brimpoma Charles Kojofosu wenya ne baby call Daddy Lumba ninia ba na bribisi ewo court onum say tiefo yentie na yemra yentimi sua de yenko ahoma no so na yenkoji adusua kakra
full time ni kawo tun fon tam kese se se wo se wo se ka ta no na wa na ya ta se kasa wo to na nam tam
Peace FM. Akosia Brimpoma na ote no ena no wakasa wo hono mu sei no bra wo mu kopie court enra na yeni nana yakọ kontumfo ase ne hene yeni nkomo yensua de na da ase mu akwa baba Peace FM so awie so near see wo court yi me sure say we humfoni ni bi na se wo boaye ne atimi atiase a nia Akosha Brimpoma Lumba ni nue eye so obi ka se me de otumfo ntam kese me de ball na me de higwa na no dian pa no ni pa ko no ye otumfo ntam kese no dian nana
me da se na me ma wa di fo no ko ni na the case otumfo ntam kese edika ma me o ni pa mentam na kan tam agenda su abako su agenda su abako su adia sabi ukaya
na mpa cha mami fa homa foforo na wem se we mu nhede mu nte papa enidi mu a ye de homa foforo de frɛ ye nana ya ekoko tumfo ase na ehene na ye no edi nkomo na waboa na yetimi ate ye ensem yi ase so obi efa sa kwan so a tumfo ntam kese no ye de ade pa enti ni Akosha Brimpoma aye no enu sunsanso ewo ne ekoso eni nyina enne sen dien ena eba besi die bempa ena ebenya ewo ye asem ya abai so enu na epesa esua de kakra ye gi ye na ekwaku na wetimi acheche wo ye sa ade hu akasema be dunum na no nine abo na mpa chotimi kwa me mo akwa babi
okay.
So now we chire mu sisi ade mu ya.
Okay. Dana America no. Na say asama o kaya na eni draba enti o hebi e wa santima mu dara won tam. Asanta na say obi ba da bishaya entam no woka. Time se me wo so bi obi ba da bishaya de dia ko ne makunya no ho a. Ne mentam na no beka. Na otumfo ntam de sabi enti e kan ntam kase no na ma eso ntam bia emre ntam bia na apart from say bia sante hebe mpon ana say man ni bi kwa kusu awo sante ni mo a odes ntam no ele bi so ahe no etimi sa kan ntam no e wa bra wo fo so bi obi adi bi e wo dia a e da won ka kan e bi ba nbe se ode da mawo dibibi bia na ya bese de mawo ene sabia konya bi ni bibia de ka ne se yaka ade prade asa yaka ade ji ade nti so bika mutu wontam bu so a o na so a o de ka sa ali tamuno so ni a so no de ka sa anka na no ni ade an wo be fu ho sina sa na ntam na tie
sanya Akosha Brimpoma no sa pepepe na mamre mu etie no anso ke uhu hie obi a me kan otumfo ntam kese se ni se ana ye kwan potin bi e fa so ye no senatie
ene no person o kan tama oko ni bakona se bibia o fu se o si fi wana se bia wa fa bibia o jo bibia no ono na ho na o kan tama no na no enta mo yesre ani aka o ni be ni o dia ni o sre ti no bi o sha no se me sre o tu fo ntam ka se no yesre ani aka e tu sre ntam ni bia na afi no di nti na o kan tama na o dia to aso na wa mani ma ne ho se dia wo ri ni en se wa ni sa na so na oye ni te contrary na se oye dia no dia wo kan bo e ta o tutu that tina no na na tie
o hwe video na any nyame boy e tiefo bia radio so amuti hu se na ye enini bia e kasa we kiro no ye Matthew Dedua na oni mi Dedua ne sa hono ni cheche mu ni sempa
ya kaso obi e Dedua ni ana do prisoner enti the okan tam ya na sabi ya chu Dedua o san tam na ya odia enti ya chu Dedua na de enti ya chu Dedua no entam biara be ka bi ya santan hene otu fo ntam bia no ebi wo santan hene ni enti ya chu Dedua yakobo feku no do foka de le be ka no division ya wo feku na wo menhia a o ni bia ya wa santan no bi o bia wo ta feku ni bi no e du ba ko enti ya do kokobo feku ko na ma na eta bi esi ni enti sabana sana ya mai mu amamre na ya hwehwem tam na o kan yi ni tam na aka na yan tamba ana se enyen tamba na se enyen tamba na so aka tam hu enti da bana o kan tam ni dia e do so no ye bo ka e ma yi mu ade na no no ye mu ni ade yi ni amu ka sa ba tam na aka ni tam hu ye do ba tam ni na ni ti tam te hena so ko ai ni ko o ki ni do tumbe da en tam na che entam na aka so nyen tam ni gara entam na aka ni jina ho e jina ho so dia e trefe dia o me no de ba ko ndema e ba ko so e so se ade no no de ma na nya wo dia ne dia de pata pa bi e na aka entam na de fe bi ntam mo so na se so no so ka entam na e bo so e na se na bi ni ka counter claim no na so no so de trefe ade na wo ka won ntam no bi a nya wo dia no no mu e na ade ni je ntina o yes no so ade no wo no so no so tam na bo so a e ma mu nyira mu yi mo ade twam gan ya no so bi akoto santi na ni na na nsa na no ku no so do be hwe mo mu sai obi anta mo kan ne wi na so ana se mi na so ye hwe na so bi anta mo na so na ne ke di nti a mo kan anta ne ko re sa asem ku ni ye mu se do di kan kan na ne bia ana se do de ntam na bo so na ne bia yi huma na bia bia na bia ma no.
So to say Niauchi Dedua no is it the case na wabona manie dada so ki mako bibi se ntina na bi oni pa ko no ho na na okay now okay
on say o kan tama ade da bu so so dance dem
okay
na dance em so me dana ahin kwa fo ni mu a o mu na na ta ekobo amane e bi efie ni ta so wu ade counter na guru so dance mi bi ni wa ade china o ya ade fofo na aka so aka ntam go aka so an tantam no ibi so na unya ubia no be dia dan go sam pa aka ntam nguru so tibia to unya dan so
okay na eyi ntamhunu nti dia na ma ntam no so ye ntamhunu no
ansa de be ka so aka ntamhunu no ebi kan no I was here say wo a wo kan ntam wo tumi la wo kan ntam le tumi a se bia ade ya odia na wo kan tam no wo ya odia ntira wo kan tam no ana se bia enya odia obi dia na ani waro na se be kan tam no na wo kan tam na na isa se san kan tam ya fan suma enti ya de ya odia wo ya odia no wo na ka ho ntam na wo bi kan do da de we be dia enti bia go de bo na ko kan tam ne ya de breme ya nya na sa enti wo no ya de ntam suma na ka ya kan tam no ana bi so na ade ko anya wo dia wo de on na ho bi keke na wo kan tam se dia ya trifie ho wo ye dan hani a fie ne nya wo dia e di wo fa da wo kan tam fa fie no ho a wa kan tam wo na so fie ne nya wo dia e ti le ka fie na so wo nti me ka bi e ti e wo sa wa wo kan tam no wo tumi na wo kan tam no ɛna enyinaso a wode ka ntam no soso no ɛwɔ sɛ enyinaso a ɛtɔ aso na aba wo nti ɛnyɛ sɛ wosɔre yɛ no akɔ akɔka ntam sɛ santehene nkam yɛn ka na basabasa ɛyɛ ade yɛhu yɛtɔ fam a sɛbi na obi ɛtɔ baabi adwane nti sɛ woka sɛ bi a obi atu kwan nipa no atu kwan na wɔmbɛ sɛ wɔbɛkɔ no ntumi bi a woka ntam no baabi a na ɛbɛhwɛ na ebi kɔ nipa no ma ɔkwan na wada na mpɛ sɛ wɔbɛkɔ na apɛ ma nso bi na ahwɛ na ade ntam no ɛkɔgye no nti ɛbɛhwɛ sɛ enyinasoɔ na wɔde ka ntam no ampa sɛ wɔ sɛ enyinasoɔ sɛ wɔde ka ntam nanaa na ebi fufuo ne wɔn bi a nanka bi a bitumi ayɛ apart from sɛ wɔka ntam nanaa nti yɛhwɛ wɔ ne gyina mu yɛ ne yɛkusa ma aka ntam no ne mu sɛ ampa ebi a na wonni option na de wɔn sɛ na ɛyɛ ansɛ ɔbɛka ntam deɛ a na ɛsɛ ntam no gyina hɔ na ɛsɛ waka ntam pa but sɛ enyinasoɔ nyɛ nhwɛ na bɛ ntam so mu deɛ a yɛbɛka nso waka ntam ho no.
nti wotie ɛyɛ akɔhwɛ abrɛmpɔm a ne nsɛm no a ɔse wɔka otumfoɔ ntam kɛseɛ sɛ ne nua bɛrima ɛwuyɛ waka sɛ abusuapani wɔn mu nim ne kum ɛyɛ lumba wɔn mu nhwehwɛ mu wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔbɛhwehwɛ mu nti na wɔka saa ntam kɛseɛ yi timi mfa sɛ ɛkɔba sɛ bi a yes wɔn ahwehwɛ mu wɔn mu nim ne kum no a ɛno na ɛkɔwie ntam hunu anaa
ɔmayɛ mu ɔka wie no ɔmayɛ mu anasɛ ɔmayɛ mu dada
efi no ɔmbɛhwɛ mu
a mekyɛ sɛ wo question no sɛ ɔmayɛ mu dada ansa na ɔka ntam na anasɛ ɔka wie no ansa na ɔbɛwie mu
sɛ mema adwuma yi a meyɛ deɛ na sɛ medi ɛno yi ano anana wada ama na
wo question na mepɛ sɛ mete asɛ sɛ wobusa sɛ obia ne ayɛhwɛ mu awie na ɔbɛka ntam no anasɛ bi a ɔka ntam no wie ɛkɔ ahwɛ mu ana because obiaa wɔ baabi agyina
sɛ ebusuafo
mu dada a ebusua na ayɛhwɛ mu a ɔno no yɛ awɛ ɛna wɔka ntam na yɛ ntam mu but ɛnyɛ ahwɛ mu a anaasɛ bi koraa sɛbi obi kɔ ahwɛ mu no bi ɔno wɔnim saa ahwɛ mu no a ɛna ɔka ntam ɔtumi nka so wɔka ntam mu no
ɛkɔwie sɛ wɔnim sɛ sɛ ɔma yɛ nhwɛmu na still a ɔkɔka ntam no deɛ anasɛ sɛ ntam hunu ba ɔnyɛ awɛ sɛ wɔma yɛ nhwehwɛmu deɛ a na kyɛ sɛ ɔnka ntam hunu
ɛna yɛka sɛ so koraa no ebi a obi soso koraa akɔ akɔyɛ a nipa no ɔyɛ no ɔno no wɔ ho kwan so ɔyɛ saa nhwehwɛmu no anaa so ɔho hasan sɛ ɔn sɛ yɛka ntete na obi wu asi ɛkɔ abisa na ɛsɛ kɔ ɔwe bi ewu n'akyi san sɛ bi efo yɛtwɛn sɛ ewu wei deɛ ɛnyɛ ne kra ewu no owu yɛ no nti ne ɛkɔ abisa no na ɛna aba yɛ sɛ efo no postmortem no ɔho nti yɛn saa ne ɔma no nyinaa na ɛwɔ hɔ dada a ne ntumi kɔ abisa kɔhwɛ ebi wu akyi ehu ebi a deeku no ebi obi ne ɛnam no so anaasɛ bi ebi na ɔkɔ yɛ na ama na akɔba saa na nyɛ ehwehwɛ nti no ɔno no aka ntam no ɔmo nim fie abusua no ayɛ nhwehwɛmu ɛna bi a ɔbu n'ani agu so kɛkɛ sɛ ɔno ntam na ɔka deɛ na ayɛ ntam no ɛmu sɛ abusua no nyɛ deɛ a na ɛsɛ nyɛ ntam no no aka
nti obi ɛka ntam sei na sɛ wosi ebubɔ a ɛno no deɛ yɛtwe wɔ aso wɔ ho
dakyɛ
asotwe no yɛ kɔwie sɛn adama
asotwe no santahene nko na ɛbɛtumi akyerɛ ɛna egu mu ahodoɔ ɛnyɛ sɛbi ɛnyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ kyɛnkyerɛ atwan sɛ ɛsɛ yi sei ɛbɛtumi aba sɛ adeɛ no a wɔpɛtɛ bɛhwɛ wo koraa ɛwɔ abere a onyaa yi ebi a wɔkoraa sɛbi o ɛbɛtumi aba sɛ adeɛ no ayɛ no bi a ne yɛhu sɛ daabi adeɛ no a wɔyɛ no wopɛtɛrɛ wo ho dodo bi a wɔmmoa ba so bi mma ɛno koraa no yɛtumi yi wura abusua no mu santehene de obɛtumi ayɛ bibi ɛbi wɔ so obɛtumi abɔ ɔka ama wɔatwa mu dwan na wode bi bi ma ba ɛno yɛamfa ɔsi kɔ a no nso ɛyɛ asɛ foforɔ ɛnka no koraa mɛtumi ma sɛbi ɛyɛ obi kwan nyinaa
mene wie memu sɛ woka biribi about fekuo enti na akɔyɛ sɛ fekuo no nka ebi a sɛ obroni ka wɔn no bɛtena asɛm no so na nka bɛka sɛ prima facie wɔn bɛhwɛ sɛ okiwɔ asɛm yi nyinaso hɔ ana nyinaso bi ni hɔ no ansa koraa ansa na kopia asantehene anim enti sɛ fekuo ɛtena ase na sɛ bi ɔmu hu sɛ asɛm no ɛni nyinaso bi a ɛnu asantehene anim koraa wɔ ho
ɛbɛdu sɛ wɔ nyinasoɔ sɛ ɛni nyinasoɔ ɛtwa asantehene anim thousand tam no something hen and tama into be biara no what that was also bit maka something hen tam what so the beche so vante it's something hen na
hey
I'm the thing after for more dear maybe yes something hen
because before you be din komo na me hwe video bi ana video no ye say rempemhene a ometu no ade asui rempemhene a ometu no ade asui na otumfo na say tutu eka intam kese ho asem na oka say wo hu say nanse ai sa manfo bi no mu ya no mo abuse intam kese no yes o mo didi agro na sisi won masa de no ho kwan kora eno hwe se ni na na se tunani abra na ode kasa asem no na se ukoka na se bubo odi a wenya asem kase
wenya asem kase pa wow ana fi kan tam so a ye be bi bi kan tam so eno so ye se ya kan tam agu so na wonti me mfa mo so na de nipa na a se no tam no mu no o tab na nya no ero na wo ye no ero so what you tan tan so ya maninya ka se pa
mo so no ne say
ano mo so na ka ro ne counter claim no
okay
but the ne say no say ai kama ai o kai kai o te se abuja penye na me antrasi na ya anya yuru mu bi ku tsafa na so ku yi emuna o tutu gondam de pe
yeah
je chan kai sabe ya wakan tamono abuja penye wo nyoma mi na obetimi aye edikan obetimi o ntam na oba na ka no ma e wo se enimoni mi abuja ni hia na omu obeti pam ho e de omu ko remu mu ku chan ni se na ye ka sai omu tum ko za remu na ade nche na za remu na ba abuja panyi wo kwan se oyi ni ta za do kan tam no ye ntam na pede no na to wate wana se
yeah
ono se ya nye remu a na ku yi emu bia otutu fo ntam je se remu ni wie bia ensam bia ntire no abuja panyi ni bintu ekokoye ekoyi emu no koye ekoye yi no nemom se wa me anya saade na de a ene okofu no mu a wato otumfo ntam de sense ontimi koyi fo ne meti ante sa so de a de so no so de ntam ne boso counter claim no no so mi o ku anu wa ire mu ne dada ana se bia to se bia de oba na ka no bi ko oba no ni so bi tumi bi ko ne bushani onya de hwe ntu mi so kan tam na o so betumi ya boso so the boso sa asida na ya ntam mo so eno ne o si ehwehwe ehunu de o di fo ne de o di bem na no ni ehunu wi a ansa na aikoto santen ni mu a so da na mi bi ka so santen ngwa na o tu so bi yi ntam na fi o esi ana ntam no on de fi nyi fi ho bi antimi nko emu no ho okay da ba ko fu bi a no chechi ntam so ntene so ya amaninya
okay well
it is that we no sabuja penya ya ya remu no enenmoni mi ya na sizi mba no ntimi nko yie mu no ana o de ntam ne boss so si ya na ni nya speza ku trust ni bi remu na yi ntam ne free ho asa na otimi akọ emu no ho
okay well na me kan say at least enkomo amini omodi no mo kire say ye o ma ye nhwehwemu dada results autopsy no results bibia wo honum say nti sana wo mo kire nti media minim susuanso e no benya na che se eno no e ba ne sa
na ejira nipa no ye nhwehwemu nipa no bia no no otumi so so nhwehwemu a eno so na asamonko kan say ayasante amamre ne amanie mu no se obi wu a amu no eye abushia na dia nti abushia ne wotumi ewe mu no so
okay
etubia on ka abushia no bia do bia be bia so bia abushia no e pa mu nyitu anaso be dia tu
okay
nti se abushia abusua na yɛ ya nzu transfer nko ana sɛ nya abusua po na so bɛyɛ nzu transfer nko tan sɛ mu no ɛyɛ abusua dia na yɛ ka abusua dia na sɛ yɛ asante yɛbi yɛbɔ abusua wɔ ɛnafa mu nti ɔno ne maame afa mu no me nuanom no maame nuanom ma no na maame wɔfa no mo ɔmo na yɛ na abusua ɔmo otumi wɔ mu no sɛ yɛ nhwehwɛmu anaasɛ yɛ nya nhwehwɛmu nti ne nyinaa no sɛ ɛba a ɛnyɛ bɛhwehwɛ mahunu te sɛ deɛ wokɛn no sɛ na ɔwɔ kwan sɛ ɔka ntam no anaasɛ ɛni kwan sɛ ɔka ntam no ɔka ntam no yɛhwɛ mu nyinaa na deɛ mu da mpa te sɛ deɛ wokɛn sɛ ayɛ nhwehwɛmu na mpa na sɛ deɛ abusua nyinaa yɛ atom sɛ nhwehwɛmu yɛ sɛ ne sɛ ɛteɛ deɛ a ɛna ɛna ɛbɛyɛ ntam no na mmom sɛ nyɛ abusua na yɛyɛ anaasɛ bi a yɛ na ɛmɛtɔ abusua no nyɛ anim a ɛno so ne n'asɛm ɛne ka no ɛnko
so saa nhwehwɛmu yi na kyɛ sɛ akɔakɔyɛ te sɛ ekuo bi a ɔmo nso ɔmo hɔ nom sin te sɛ investigators ɔmo bɛtena ase bɛtoto amanfoɔ ano saa na ɔmo bɛyɛ no ohun ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a yɛkɔ kɔnfoɔ hɔ.
nananom a na ɛbɛtena ase na mɛka nananom fekufoɔ no ɛna ɛbɛtena ase na sɛ lumba ofiri baako so so ɛwɔ gyaase fekuo mu nti ɛsɛ sɛ gyaasefoɔ na ɛbɛtena ase na ɛyɛ nhwehwɛmu na lumba mu deɛ ɔmo de akɔto santehene anim na deɛ santehene bɛka no ɛno ayɛ final.
Na odama da se sure we that's it na ya ko aye otumfa sene hene na oni edi nkomo no la na chefempon ya so say what in time kase hu asem
matibia
kakra do be ka ho ne say I'm sure say we hu akosha brempon ma to say you as mrenim ni sɛ ɔyɛ saa no ɛne bi a mambra onim abakwasɛm a onim na ɔyɛ saa no na sɛn na ɛyɛ
mehu sɛ ɔwɔ adwen sɛ nka ɛbɛyɛ yɛ a yɛmfa bibia memetu ne din sɛ customary injunction ɛmfa nto efunu no so sɛ without efunu no ntumi nyɛ yie nti sɛ court sɛ abusuapani ntumi kɔyɛ na yie a ɛno ɔno nso bɛyɛ adeɛ bi using the highest level of Ashanti authority, so they be place injunction on the body and for that matter the funeral. Near me who ye no, and I'm saying who say, I know the uncle Kosi baby actually say my meno oniane lumba. It is a person who lumba cause of death. I know the enya de nkura very official or court a hospital wa. Enye bibia edin bia ye be mane hu kwan ya lumba fa so ewuye na ye me wanwa pa se sabre no obebisa sa asemi nti opa kire se onim se sei ne kum lumba ana ohwehwe spiritual cause of death no de obi enim
o se obusa o se anytime na no kasa o UTV so na asem nyina ne se okobo so se omo hwehwe ne kum lumba na se ebufu aba
but on yesa wo hunu poni say wo say lumba yare no ba bi okowu dae no nya head of family ne na de no call hospital ho eye nipa na odi lumba e call hospital ho no ya church ni din the particulars bibia together with head of family wo mu bia betuma hwema ne nsaka and na wo pese wo hu na busopani ne mpese ode mawa it's like say pese ye hu account wotiwe na peace fm pese omu wo mpese wo de ebema ya ye bekwa akwaji tumi wo court ye court tie ya asem na ye nyina so de bema enti na ya maame no mpase o china Monday maame no betumi the application akọ high court say ne brother ne lumba onim say lumba yu or because of death no head of family ne mpese o de man enti court no compare if it's a Bank of Ghana or hospital no more farmer the court doesn't lose anything and the Bank of Ghana hospital doesn't lose anything by giving you the cause of death of lumba yemfa yensanto sisa yareboni bi ne kunu enim guase to the sense anya se nipa bi ate okwa ne sabeka nti ntam na oka no ho ne nkosi ba bia we know the cause of death already and na being a member of the family no so one meko bedwam na wo fa the right procedure so I believe is a ube.
So could you equally say bia ntam na waka
but your for bro for some
Minkachi.
Yeah, now we can't I be another can now because you have
so kai ebetumi nso aye say ebi a entam kɛseɛ na wakɔka no a waka no ɛno nso yɛ kwan foforɔ a wɔfa so sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ traditional leaders no ɛbɛfrɛ wɔn emienu whether ɔno ne ebusuapani na ebi a mpanimfoɔ na hyɛ ebusuapani sɛ ɔnkyerɛ the cause of death to ɛyɛ onua.
Pacho ɛno ne adeɛ ɛwɔ ne tirim. The moment I wobɛka otumfoɔ ntam kɛseɛ no na just we invite otumfoɔ into the matter nti ɛno na ɛwɔ ne tirim. Now as to whether it can be sustained, it's another thing altogether because the world has got very, very far now. Can it tete hɔ a enka once say one ka ɔhene ketewa bɔ otumfoɔ deɛ no so wɔntuma sustain kwa sɛ na na custom na amanfoɔ aye kan ho nsɛm kan nti wo fi sɛ kasa bi te sɛ twakosi ana konkoma ana sahwi aye ni ho syllabus bi yenye developer alphabet no kwa enna ni chine ya yenkɔhya ase ne yɛmfa nkyerɛkyerɛ nkwara de when in fact a very famous Ghanaian sociologist Professor Sena say ayibedi ono kura ka say more than 80% of Ghanaians already understand and speak in the Twi language. Uko East Africa as an example omuchiro bibia in the English language. Then the second major Swahili. Na ya se Ghana 4 years anke yeduru achiri. Na wo yes an ebinum fi say na wo ma obi language akofom. They are building a nation, not a tribe. Adentina santifo nyina yetukwa yesi epenkradokono. We are giving respect to a national food which the gas evolved. Ye nyina sha batakari. We are giving respect to a national dress evolved by the Ewes. It is a Twi language, you know. That's more than 80% to make her. That's ye nyina adopted as a national language. What do we lose? Baby, I cause somebody dam when I come move on any Western. What they lost when the dam was constructed, they lost not acres or hectares of their land. I basically Neyama Wanshi. Go to Western maybe oil and gas if you ban. But you would assume they no more. But they are serving the country. Until no mabu ha mummy yanu kwe nimu. Nianya said the Bia Quayachin. I took for tankers and a bear day.
Tilly, my too.
There were question.
So go to it. So it means that you are now doing what you call conflict of laws. It means you are smashing the court decision as against Asante Hene's decision. Dear he and the be prevailing. That is what you want to say. But it is completely wrong. It hasn't got any foundation whatsoever. Once you say once an American say once you have invoked the court jurisdiction and no now bet was to the end and now call a hanswa a fear and also by fine fear then as well to the end until I may boy gunyasa me respect for utum for the after a menana me papa dear kunyao.
Yeah, Tilly.
Pacho, I think some common question maybe some question me, but because of our radio amount for suitino. Now person me bisa so will be otum for tam kesia na se because ma chi the dua can you be anybody or ho and I say there was specific
the dua na actually yeah just a person just na wo kan mate the dua means you are prisoner ya fa wo no mu nti na wo kan mate memo wo koyi anu wo be foforo
enti obi a wo ho bia o tie
be obi a person ya witness no wa adaje so obekọ akogina the right place you know because person patches say won come for wo hundi you will go and explain what you are saying before the appropriate authority. Nti ono so kasa machi udedua ono so kasa no so what so ono so wa dance for so it means na we mo phone na abai nti na record na tete ho na nka ne oka no ono so anya dance for omu nyina baba be di dance esa wo na okokobo otumfo di wo ba bi sei no.
Okay, it's my next question maybe sir I think say wo be sir but hono man sheda nti no na mama no e kan o sentie on say interviews even with the cousin ebusia mama ne cousin I think say one Tuesday bi or can say report no omakoye ama ne nyina wo ebusia panyin ho. So my question is say because what on tama can we consider the fact say ya the dada because there was an issue of isse ya now ebusia panyin koye but we all know per the conversation that happened say ya the dada no ya the dada no enti ye no no nye busia penny no waton tam ana say now there is a conversation.
No but in ono akusha bremfoma ne previous interviews I admit say yes oma ye ahodo be miensa and which is which.
But before you continue, anytime be the body call hospital, no, autopsy, the duty of the hospital. So obey you see what they find a certificate of death. Certificate of death, no. Obacho nipa ni di age anu wedi yarea ekunu BBI was so. And a part of the duty of the hospital to furnish this to the family, no. And tis a mamma and son kind, no family, head of family, they say, fa mawa. And I may purchase when you apply to the court, head of family didn't was to be hospital, no, was to be. The court will compel the hospital to release it.
Mtiase Crown say, Dr. Bieniwa, Obesan is a certificate of death now. Name the cause of. I don't know, make us a proceed. To me, when you enter, Mamma no, or no, he's just sending us back 1,000 miles away. Say, yeah, or can it be obey 100 years beyond, will be the kuno. I can't be obey 100 years, will be the obi by the kuno, a yobano and a tenua. That is a year and an empena yajano. And now we have baby Ojina Noah. You can tell, say, only Odobruni nafa. And Odobruni so na no lumbati awewu. So you can easily infer near our patchere. And I mean, and as I know, man, so young can court, soon soon some young can court. And as a poison near the poison or lumba, and Kabana, Doctor Sanaka, because lumba any packet to be there be. Where your mind is yakasiapa.
Because me the idea can't be a papa can one. Me Kaisa nano na wuni a year omo cousin ne kasaye no. O Baraka so bet me a kind ye nidin kakaize Mr. Emmanuel ana Ebenezer na Emmanuel ebuba akon. One ne kasa wa
but nyabotre feedback na me could you do that thing for me? Okay, all right. Yeah.
Okay. Bakwasi adano ne cousin ne kasaye no edin na men kai say Mr. Emmanuel Ebenezer
Opon.
Mr. Ebenezer Opon can say initially no so ni information when ya fi akosua brempoma ho no was suggesting that according to her no say or will prove a trace nada the look basu on person ba ko share MRI machine mu and our Dobroni no force no mde ni room initially or no kra no onye hu asem ni mu no
not specifically say Dobroni
okay
say wo mu piano one more Dobroni say wo mu piano
and no say our evidence me by I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong
say our video but video no be see ne and say bia na ye ka say and akosua brempoma de be manoa and ye ontimi nche enti wasem busa de kwa
we see akosua brempoma na obi bia kwan say obehwe say yemfa independent
chese wa bia nipa a wo fi say wo gidie wonu mu say okay
wo gidie wonu mu na country bia wo pe ana send universities now university hospitals o mean now professors are ben nti say hospital when baby o wi na hofo na one trust one it say we appeal and you fa appropriate place wo trust na no so ya ma wonko awonye bia ono na bia doctors ankase amiensa ejina wo de baako bia ban de baako eti say ya value property now we say amount in 10 million cedis no wonye ntum a court ne be ma mo list of your organizations if you say the more credible ones beba beyond that we need ya obeye bi so onye ntum a mane nko ha abusia pani ne wo court dem onim kwan onko hu ne lawyer no nkyere no kwan obefa so
na me hwe case isa se nyina wo hwe especially omo free court ba na abusia pani no or kasa utimi se omo gina customary system no because e ho ne omo tumi e wo eti utimi so omo ka last cry one ma ba ko kasa no se yabu asem na wi esa se ye ndi abusua ye koye yi eti me hu ni se no nti na be ma ye maame ayusu this senior waka se o yusu customary injunction no esa se sa taboa na ye de to so no wo de to so a obi wo no a ti ye ni wi asa damage bi ebe ha no opese oyi sa de ni free ho enu nti na opese ode sa ne man ko ti ye kan nyina ye nkyerɛkyerɛmu ne ye wo se no udi fo a etimi ma ono ne haw ne ye de esote se ne be ya ontwen ne enkosie emuni wie na forever and ever no de ne yawo nyina e da hyemu eno ntina mgidi san junction ne nyina bi wo ha e wo ho se na ebe ye fair na obia de e de beba o emra ye di ase wo ka se court no asem no ye hwe ni yi na ya anche ye contempt because e bia yankoyi judge asem an film but eba ye traditional one dey say o kire mu na bua ade no asem no asifu na maka say e dey ba mfie de na no de contempt bia nche da animu ana
I'm fear the any contempt bia there be no bibia ntimi nyo and na court so if you are commenting on what transpired in court in your body but to the extent is what some be judgmental wo na judgment over it on it na kwa bibi ti say court amfa wa na court na ehunu na asamka ene de anya kura nti na ye ka nyina no wa hwe indirectly no ye tu afanu ni nyina afo ye tu omo afo especially near opeso kire so ye yire no o so dobro ni de onko ka asem bia o tini baby na ne o so ye yire no it means so no na okwa prove the case e wo court what you say aha enti wono na futuo no koma ne kese pa so betumi anoma bebre ho a wonye what da che na ede na nanko a wanya ne afiri nanimu nti se lumba nwu anka wunya ne da dabi
na eba no se obi ewu no abusuapan yi tumi na wo no ehe na kopem abusuapan yi tumi owo ye ne efa bia kunafo oyera emema ni jaye no abusuapan yi tumi no ewo ba bia pem ana
tumi bia wo ba bia pem for example see to me discover obi so no ye yire ha we abusuapan na wuntumi nkasa wo ma ne ma eyi na se no medikuna o science you discover say oye yire oba behwe ni kunu enim na waye eguade no ma ese oye as an in-law ese oye na family na hwe say oba no the moment you be use we yire no enye just a privilege it goes with responsibilities say a whole 1 year you be ritual bi am a whole 1 year won fa wo nka bema no bema na busua na be hwe say wo be go through sa ade na enti busua pani no wo ne limit say wuntumi mbu obi oye kunafo no wumbo ni nto baby osan wo ne limit wuntumi nsie nipa ne say oya akokọ ense ye de ne fa appropriate so na ye de animunyam ani bibi of fata de mano another limit so ne say state ni ba mu enanko a no ka se mempese yesie no wo Kumase ana ni kurom na meje ne de na bakra eno so woni hu bibi eka state ni asebusuapan state ni kuda the highest authority over all of us and is our Rollins nanka na busuafo pese yesie no wani kurom eye na yie kakra bi wo ho state na anya antum atamels the same thing state anya antum Kofi Annan the same thing and the biggest of all Kwame Nkrumah and the busuafo na mpekra umpese nka body no won crofo omukotu no force and the soldiers na ko ekotu no force the by the bian state na wotu mikase then below it na head of family
Esan say for fairness no Lord emrafo de mo fairness say obia ho beton utietie audios ni bia na videos ni bia ye maami akosi abempo ma na okana na okase abusuapani odi omani efi so mo maami ni ho no odi omani any other and knowing the power na okura sisia no ebia obi betimi the power na aye bibia bia betimi akwatia others no enu nti na ebi ono so beba bonte se opese okọ to the length be mo ono so na koma ye de atoniyam and ye de ba eye ya mra mu ya aka mamra mu se bia be ma to a ye bo ye planning how are you be see no me pese ode ye fam kakra enipa titiru a ye omuhia for say ye plan me ni se oyire ne ma no so no omu wo role bi omu play
omu wo role oyire ne ma no busapani be ka se munsie mo papa
okay
timbo kwako enu ye animunyam ode mamo na mo kasa mo nya busua na be na de na ye animunyam bi ade mamo se ono na owo mu nti munsie no na mo de sa animunyam na mamo papa asie no na mo kasa mo nya omo hwa mo de hye na nda fridge mu a
abusa pani so betimi ayusu di tumi se me ma mo nye saa de no
aye
o tumi obetime na say
because efunu ne yabusia ne dia
me ma no nye hwe o yire ne ma no me nye hwe akura metimi aka say bia tili na me hu ne say oye kun oye yire
etu wa say obebusia direct one baby out now some person ka say committee e bia person say committee o mati no
why na so obi aka sa no
yeah kojo
lawyer sam na me busa de me musa ne ye
kojo
busa ne ye mama
kojo me pato bragwasi lawyer say asam na me busa no onka say atia no emu da ho na de wi a afedi emu nyina wa sorry
kojo person o tire say
ka say asam no nti ase
kojo king hello kojo king I'm the moderator, please don't do that. Man, yes, sir. Don't just shout into the microphone. Oh, could you pay attention to me? Me no. So yeah, nyantokwa. Ni busa asem then find as the moderator, then you pay attention. Why? So nyabutre kojo. Nyabutre. I'm just.
Me bufu you.
No, me can't say bufu kra say no dey say oni. But me say nyabutre na me busa because I say me kasa won't pay attention. I know na make. I'm just saying so. Say from where I sit no. Kwa say okay be apese obusa committee no e be o Martin because who say o can be say I say obi wu a hwan na be I say wo mo so I'm just asking o be a committee no hwan na ebusia ka say o multi committee kra hwan na be obom emma wo mo e be a wo mo fan wo mu kra just if that's not the question then ask your question.
So that's the problem. Ye bejina na nye lumba sem kwa na yaka lawyer ma examples be brefa ewiase abrabo ho enye medical kra ka se lumba no aye mama no de na ye de ye nso be ya de esi de bia eti na bia mo fe se me can directly to bia me bebubo names me ye na open the general question na me busa say o was that meeting na mo say say moderator na say bia me can lawyer ntiase but lawyer me ne ye one on one no question bia me tuma no bia o ti ase ti le mo say mu nyina mo eba mu a mo sore ye eti lawyers na me kan say so to me no wo betimi dia den aka say there be me ma mo nye de enye e na wa kire mu ama me
o wotumi o de accept say obi bia o ye eyire no ye mane ye kuna if he says wa ma na nye kuna no a yan ya memre mu ye gidi say link ne da so wo mu mienu entem and that 1 year ne ma oba no tena Beman ke ye man ntena 1 year ya na man nte ase ena me ye nkyire mu so nyo ba wetwa wo no your ba ogina ne nan so te say wo mu aye ne wo mu ahebia ya na family no wo suro bi say just before their relative died no oni ni hia wo mpam ema bibi develop wani yem enti say ye kantam de gunu so ye ma ne fa sa ritual ni mu a 1 year na say true sa onyema obewo na chesa akwala na ye wo mu dia na nya sa apabia na oba ne de akwala na kwache be ma fufuru bi nti na de bia among accounts no say oba no be ma ni wu na e ka oba no na oba ne ye obi a wonyini bebre a wotumi ewo dia ye be ma na tena ho 1 year ansa na wafa be ma na waware to erase doubt. Just that. Ntia na mani bi so say and omunim because say omunya nipa mechrechirim enya punishment just to avoid the creation of doubt as to bia bema no ogina ne nan so otumi na yere ehia ene wawu ahwerefrem ene yema oba ne ntina ho 1 year say bia na akola bi ton no yemu ana
say so la not to inform me baba king kan krata bia say yen saka because we have to move on pacho yanko enim kakra bia me samba na question just note it down krata it for say letter to the honorable court yenti ase ne say krata fi akosia sewa ho so my main king kan kakra na pacho na boy na hwe susu so bia letter to the honorable court. In the matter of the late Mr. Charles Kojo Fosu, deceased, to Her Ladyship Justice Dorinda Smith Atta, Kumasi High Court, Kumasi Ashanti Region, Ghana. Through Mr. William Kusi Esquire, counsel for the applicant, on behalf of Mrs. Akusia Sewa Fosu, lawful widow and German citizen. I think it has almost about 5 thematic areas. So, subject, legal clarification regarding the citizenship status of the late Mr. Charles Kwadwo Fosu, Daddy Lumba, and the corresponding rights of the widow. May it please the Honorable Court. I, Mrs. Akosua Sewa Fosu, widow of the late Mr. Charles Kwadwo Fosu, respectfully write through my counsel, Mr. William Kusi Esquire, to provide legal clarification concerning my late husband's citizenship status and the consequent implications for custody and funeral right under both Ghanaian and German law. 1. Citizenship of the deceased. My late husband, Mr. Charles Kwadwo Fosu, and I are both German citizens. In the year 2000, my husband formally applied to German citizenship, which was duly granted. Following that, in accordance with Section 9 of the Ghana Nationality Act, 1971 Act 361, he renounced his Ghanaian citizenship by submitting a written declaration to the Ministry of the Interior through the Embassy of Ghana, Consular Section, then located at the Rheinley 3658531 Bonn, Germany. His renunciation was processed under file number TA/184/01AG, and he paid the official fee of 200 Deutsche Marks in Bonn, Germany. At that time, the Honorable Alhaji Malik Al-Hassan Yakubu served as Minister for the Interior as of 21 October 2001. Attached herewith is a copy of the letter of renunciation as well as supporting documentation. 2. Confirmation of renunciation and German citizenship. Subsequent to the approval of his application, my late husband surrendered his Ghanaian passport numbered A520586, which had been issued on 8 July 1996 and was issued in certification of renunciation of Ghanaian citizenship number 699 in 2002. This certification was signed by Mr. William B. Beta on behalf of the head of mission of the Ghana Embassy in Bonn, Germany. A copy of this certification as well as a copy of Mr. Fosu's German passport are attached to the court inspection and verification. 3. Legal implication of renunciation. My late husband made a clear and conscious decision to renounce his Ghanaian citizenship. As such, under Ghanaian law, once renunciation is completed and a certification issued, the individual ceases to be recognized as a Ghanaian citizen and forfeit rights associated with Ghanaian customary family status ebusua. Accordingly, Mr. Fosu ceased to be a member of any Ghanaian ebusua lineage, including the Ekuna ebusua, and therefore cannot be subject to the authority of an ebusuapenyi such as Mr. Kofi Owusu. 4. Applicable German law on custody of remains. Under German civil law, particularly the principles of posthumous personal rights and next of kin authority, the right to custody, burial decisions, and funeral arrangement of a deceased person belong exclusively to the legal spouse and surviving children, not to extended family members. It is therefore respectfully submitted that, as both my late husband and I were German nationals, the laws of Germany govern such matters, and those rights rest solely with a lawful widow and legitimate children. It will be contrary to both Ghanaian and international legal principles for my husband to have been recognized as a German citizen during his lifetime, traveling globally on a German passport, yet to be treated as a Ghanaian subject to customary control only upon his death. 5. Request for judicial consideration. I therefore respectfully pray this honorable court to take judicial notice of the attached documentation, which conclusively established that 1. The late Mr. Charles Kwadwo Fosu had illegally renounced Ghanaian citizenship in 2002. 2. He was at the time of his passing a German citizen. 3. Accordingly, the rights over his remains and funeral arrangements lie under German jurisdictional principles vested in his lawful spouse, Mrs. Akosua Serwaah Fosu, and his children. I respectfully urge the court to uphold my right as a lawful widow and as a German citizen, and to recognize that the handling of the body and related matters fall within my legal authority under both German and Ghanaian law, consistent with Section 9 of Act 361 and the doctrines of International Committee and Private International Law. Respectfully submitted, Mrs. Akosua Serwaah Fosu, lawful widow and German citizen. Through counsel, Mr. William Kusi, Esquire, barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court. The last page says, attachment 1. Copy of renunciation letter 2001. 2. Certificate of renunciation number 699-2002. 3. Copy of Ghana passport A520586 surrendered. Copy of German passport. Correspondence from Embassy of Ghana. Bonn. Asem no. Right, not different point.
Yeah.
So, when uchre mu se ma me ni metiefo ni etimi ase.
Tiefo no, ni amechire mu mo ate ase ne se. Kwan be mienu so krata no enye krata papa bia.
Oh.
The first one no, ene se wunya asem na wo de court a. Court ne o kwan e fa so a krata bia e wo ho no. Ekokopie court dem. Krata bia e wo ho no ekokopie court edem. Na your friend say krata yi maami na atwera wasign na nka say ye krata lawyer no eno ono na wode akọ as part of ade free on the office na nya bibia ya twero say maami na twero letter akoma court na onim say wuhunu wasam ka na ukokofa lawyer ede na wo fa lawyer chi na wo twero letter na wo assign na wo copy wo lawyer a copy court, a copy German embassy ne sano mano. And Timpacho court way no, sorry. A some way, letter way no court to huna bobo egu, obey tisania own hunie, because and yet assembia, and yet I'm passing through the appropriate process, the anasa procedure. The second one, a here pano, and they say, anytime bia, we renounce with citizenship, no akofa. Or maybe citizenship. Apart from the legal documents na obeying. Warawana Montua as a human being must be seen to be a person to me read will say they are a German citizen and a Nigerian citizen. Now when you're Ghanaian citizen beam. And he said, what yet in Krata to send your mameno a church roni na kwanya lumba fa so obey a German. Na lumba no. Wantena Germany ho ontua Germany foto wanya bibia ne dia ne so te Ghana na afibiduru no otukwan ne bi akofa sa passport no na facilitate na kwantuo ma otumi kwa Germany and other European countries because the same private international law no obodi no and e fe conflict of laws what the back conflict of laws no ma o say lumba once san citizenship wo kwan bia so on say na mejidi satie 40 ase ne me pa kire ne se enkrata de na oye no wo ye enu wia paper no ewia na ka wa mu se wo be ye bibia wa bra wo te asase so say as a German citizen and sana German for age watum say we ye one citizen lumba anye bibia wo wi ase so ye Germany lumba anye bibia sa e na owu ye no so person would treat Lumba as a German citizen. Na Ghana court any to me say a bedinasem. Your friend is saying Ghana busu penny be any to me say or then sa ebeka body noa. And come amene be apply to the embassy the German embassy in Ghana. No more a treaty Lumba as a German citizen. No more Gina Mamina them any the Ministry of Interior, any Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ghana. No more Aji. I
say free consultation at the moment.
Now Wokuta lawyer say
no, but so they okay say then why this?
Because you say what I submit myself to the Ghana law too. What was see Lumba Busia penny? Nipana was say on belonging to a corner Busia of in Suta. What's you Nipano? I recognize I heard of him. Was I soon to be say, woman, I mean, Bema, Wakawo. As I see, we say so. What the Alco court is a young friend junction and to Swansa. Question, baby, I better recognize us, we a widow. Nampacho, and yet Ghanaian law, and your war, widowhood rights. To me, Pacho, who tell me, and the Ghana law, and your widowhood right. Our person will play. Why you need her? When we united, what's our cultural letter say? Yentity Lumba so German citizen. I grew up in as a mammy.
So
this will be natural or the mammy.
No, so Osha 3 year. Was see legal implications of financiation? My kind of bad my misuse because as someone can about say, my late husband made a clear and conscious decision to renounce his Ghanaian citizenship. As such, under Ghanaian law, once renunciation is completed and certificate issued, the individual ceases to be recognized as a Ghanaian citizen and forfeits rights associated with Ghanaian customary family status. Ebusia. Sasem no canon.
I want to me no come say. Anytime bia wo be change of citizenship no renunciation of citizenship no just a process what renounce we are just the beginning until normal ka bia ye wara wo bra wo bobon wo asasi so until near one law no mo na me san ka kire wo say Ghana law no judicial president and as a judge made laws no enye paper no ne de bekasa ye beka kire say Lumba da ben no ko gina baby e kan so a German citizen and no two citizen bia wo ade a ye o de kire so a citizen how many times a Lumba
but you ora no chifempon enti se manfa ntoma no anka na ese me de toma no kan na be kire se me German
dabi me pa kire se ne ye enti na me kire bi ti se bia as a citizen tax returns uti ase ene no na ha Ghana ha say no wo ba bedu ha kra ese bia report to a German embassy omu ye program bi esa wukọ ye wono ma bebre determine say me a citizen of a particular country beyond the legal one and beyond the legal one I'm saying say Lumba ni bibie ni ho kire sa enti say washa letter na purportedly ma me no atro no beyond paragraph na wo yi kire me no wo kan kire etiefo no wontumi kan bibie a kire say Lumba enam senti oba Ghana no debia German embassy German citizens Asia every year no mu di German for anniversary o kan ho no wo mu eko number 2 enam senti no me case no kra man fa nko Ghana court my report to my German embassy about the death of Lumba. Number 3 about can simple say the cause of death no ya throw letter kra e dey akọ German embassy say omunko hu Ghana hospital na Lumba wi no na German government enhwehwem emfamaye mpacho anamon bie ni ho amaami we atu a de kire say Lumba German citizen and ono so na okasa no beyond the nkrata no de twitwa no ho abrechire no bibie ni ho awaye kire so Germany bibi ntade ababo ne so wu a Germany
ultimate German kasa
so wu a Germany German government in betitin so a German citizen obebe wu a Ghana obia emfa no ho obia German phone tu anamon bia wo no because oye the bibia so a Ghana nti paperwork no ana broni so ti ase ye pa sa paper normal ye de ware enya adwuma ye e wo mu krom e de avoid the police fu a edidi di echi mama me ne nya na adwen se abrofo ni nim sa normal no se ni nyina na ye de boa ye ho kwa na nya bibia
unim say interestingly some of one of the issues e bia manka council for defendants no wo mu busa omo extra law your honor say court no say omo hwe
where high court onto anya your honor
your
her ladyship.
Her ladyship.
Her lordship.
Obisa said the respondent wants the court to help determine if Lumba had a residential address in Germany. omu bisa se court ne mwa na emwisa se Lumba ayimbi akusha se wanche Lumba na address e wo Germany
nti ano no nya just ordinary address ya permanent address obetumanya Lumba baby are not the last known place of abode but permanent and the first place of abode. Lumba never had the first place of abode in Germany. Only that first place of abode in once you say we need first place of abode in Germany. Yabeka say your domicile was in Ghana.
Nya okay say obi beka say born baby obi on wire cry me pese nya address ni.
Whatever the address was na enya first meslo. Enya first.
So I'm say matrimonial ni matrimonial.
Enya ibia nti say
emra no hu ni sa.
Fete funani a obehu saman. Nka obehu say the moment Lumba eba betutina Ghana ha no ye ni bibia wa ha se Ghanaian bibia no one ye bibia permanently wo na ne permanent adibia ye Ghana no he would be deemed under conflict of laws as a Ghanaian citizen. Inti say obi de kwa German court say Lumba died as a German citizen. German court ni betwem because the most important thing any intent when ya adibia conflict of law adibia final constant, continuous and concordant. CCC. Constant, continuous, concordant. Constant means you must be seen to be always doing you must be seen to be doing it. Continuous means always I have first. And concordant means the other side too has accepted you to be as such.
O say na ye boy trinko ha.
Enti I don't know very mama no kura. Tili very and listen tina o sheda. One fanfa lawyer no so lawyer na share one fanfa no so a ono trust a letter na letter we so no. Adibia the moment I would do case be my lawyer. Na any lawyer ni processes of file so never fan chain no. Eduru a court no huni ye bobo atwegu. And as I'm say no na lawyer ni pesa o chira. And can you know na so this case back court because you don't have to come to Ghana's court. You have to walk through the German embassy to fight for you.
So eda bontino then ka sempu say process bi say no na say dey court bi a BBC a pese o tender her ladyship bi a won gi no nti wa asem no o ma security ade da social media be bia no eno so say na to
eno de say appropriately no say no my application for directions time o mo kwa CMC no case management conference no what the back wo documents no ho afile wo processes na wo file no say yen treaty Lumba say or a German citizen into the back ho afile enya sa time na mama ya
no I'm saying say also present letter o de ma her leadership but idea wo de kwa koma me fan say PM or T na edabontin say asa na ye no na
yes na ye no na judge no so be pretend so until ohunu ye amfa adibia amfa kwan papa so amba bia no judge ne comment on it da ohunu ye na say lawyer say fekra no de ka the processes no ho file during case management conference and rekwa judge ne be didi na temu court them because nipa no nim so onye Ghanaian citizen other than we submit to our laws now we say you see your customary procedures say you want to be recognized as a widow and to play widowhood rights in Ghana among the accounts no one say recognizing the head of family wabla wonu say body
so
ni head of family
we no yensem hunu bi kura
body no so ni head of family we say ade head of family ne dia akoshe ni fi ana ne mochiri bi wokumase and you compel him to release it. Now, then that Accra Trust one of these hospitals
transition funeral.
I don't know what in Kraha. And think obey you who see Ghana government so the never movie. Say see Ghana government account. Not just at that level now here 2 states. Over one passing through is no many beer. And now was submitting yourself to what we all go through. Until later I'm thinking say my men on a tray. Obi to me bonny to me bibia o minia. Mamma and Troshi.
Chese upeso chese we no mfi akosia se o
me madwe no because if akosia se wa nko wo lawyer no nka wo lawyer no nka emma won case ne nko court sa adwene we na wo wontirimu a nka nya court nka mo ko wi ya no mo report kire ye fa ne se niwura na Lumba niwura nso e wo Ghana ha no so a German citizen there nkomo report to my German embassy first sisi aye wa he na mfa so bi adwuma o ha na oye American citizen me pa cho owu a what will you do?
Oh, say American embassy na makwakwa report to modishie we.
Very good. Na bisa say ma me na letter no to Mr. TB bisa say wakwakwa bo German embassy amane say German citizen so number aye we nti pa cho ye agrobete good say wo dey atu dwama ye nyina so ye ka ho asem
akosia se wa so atu wa sumu a ye na ye tin sem ni nyina se ai we ye sua de ankasa papa ora no chifen pom person fa course kakra bi wo but mami musa minia penny minia menyonko in fact mark meni say no na tell me the age things am sing be 1 year former deputy minister for tourism culture and creative no sending back I don't agree with you on the Lumba case. Does lawyer know the German law on marriage? Message say then Albeka.
I don't need to know the specific German law or any European law on marriage to know my work as a lawyer, because you study something called conflict of laws and our private international law. Now what they are answering na sani yejuma ne tinti pacho ma deputy minister no NTRC say member ha me read German law and maka say minimum because under conflict of laws no and ye jitu me say so be worry under the ordinance in Germany or any country in the world there's a Ghana for jitu until the moment member who so be worry Israel and now worry Dubai no e bedroom anima I won't answer me go into details over there me jitu ewa ha and the two you best subject to Ghana law na babia eye unconscionable na say emfanyanse bia emamu emreye no to that extent ne yebobo egu. For example, if we say German law estate say the moment we be worry under their law no matter what that marriage will have to be treated as a marriage until see abegu aware no we Germany. So what the case no court na nya Germany na your friend say what the Ghana nko ade ya the Ghana law so beto ho e de ahwe babia e say kokosi. Otherwise nka judge no say amanfo otia nka case ne ba na nimu na nka e so refer to Germany so ka ho bibia enyeye because okuta German marriage certificate but Ghana mrano ebedi because of what I refer to as private international law. And the Lumba, the private international law is Ghana law. The private law is Ghana law. Based on the fact to say, the citizenship with Germany, the allegiance to Germany in his lifetime was so weak to the extent that German law would never recognize him as a citizen. It was so weak. He never had any intention of making himself a German. Never.
0302 257900 0302 257901 0302 257900. But I
say Ghana abiding nimini ya oya nke Ghana government here because Lumba is celebrity. Nko we na Ghana government no informal German embassy, but Ghana government wanted to treat Lumba say oya ne this year into one notify German embassy. Na mom any other German be to say be a German broni bi na so wu ha ye na yo ye den yo Ghana government babo German government amane through the embassy. And I want to tell the minister say from baby ye fear besi baby ye dui nobody can treat Lumba as a German citizen.
Enfa course no kakra. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Lumba even now the Chai Bakasi. Oh, but you almost see now in the Kama. Nobody legend. Because you're calling public on your opinion. Yamuna, almost a year time. You more a legend.
Yes, yeah, that's it. My main fan, you do and say hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Papa.
Yeah, good evening.
But I need the Belum Catata allowed your Papa.
Thank you.
O Papa, I wish I can pray. And I will say, like Papa Messi, idea for a mission degree. By I was met, I said, I won't be a person wake a cry. Yes, yeah, I wish I have a safety idea. like I said, like the Yakos, let's say, lawyer for the most type of number and Tuja. It meant I say, we are going to in the Kaka Yakopa, the other, yes, we are here, like you said, Jacka, but Sabi, best first say, there's some Mamma Cosawa, but there was like, but there I do me, Sabi, all part of the Brazil, no million, which I just say, and you could not to dream, because number of chance and now I'm telling what it's a young person, Sabi will be able to run at the wow, back at your bed, and I think that's very first. I could say, all chat and bounty now, which right from you could now.
Yes, it does. Senior Dion, I'm saying 0302257900, 0302257901. Hello. Yeah, Udion. Boko.
Departure. People say we are not here from Capra. Who are not here? Departure was only Ebenezer Mania just says on Koya after Sino. Not that the number of you come. Only who can so much be more now.
Okay, what's in Busano no? Okay, all right. Okay, all right. May I see 0302257900, or see a Obusa say a Yani Lumba ne Bushani Bako Kasa no Chese. One more autopsy na Luma Mani Bijna ho. Or say, no, Semremu, to me to Adaka, edition Papa dia, autopsy, so to me, Jina.
Oh, sure. Okay. Autopsy doctors, to me, Nipa Bijina for transparency.
Okay. Aye. Okay. All right. May I see? Hello? Even Council. Boko.
President for review of your Papa Michel. But see, over lawyer not Lumba Tofu. Case court. Say in Kasawa that network. Yeah, all Kade. Charges in the crowd or one Kasim we or once waste time crowd. Obama a other side and what's on one today. Once a mammy Akusha Sewa, one fan court, not ordinance married don't cook with him. Won't waste time crowd what Casabanaman. I try more all of a sudden. Why but all done and shop up away. Okay, TV look at that.
Why to go?
What's he Baba?
And your papa way, in your papa way.
Oh, a lawyer, I am not from home. What could let you do what? Casaya for Christian Saki. Doc had just bribe with CIA logo to come.
And you don't come on a radio, Pacho baby. So don't. No. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's address the issue. Y2K. If you have a problem with a Ura not different from Pacho, look for a proper forum. Now be only share what I'm saying. We are just talking about issues in Pacho baby. Don't do that. 0302257900, 0302257901. Hello.
Oh, Senior.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, Udin.
But your interzone.
Okay, interzone too.
In fact, bra. Young Ponchia lawyer Pam. I say, maybe brave. Never there you. Everything is just said and done. If be any candidate, the Banayano, he said, be a Wogana, a day, men can be American and be a German, them. There will be a no, it's not the more ye. Nothing so. Maybe there a unity. Maybe you want my over angel. If you look at the unity, it will be what? A bear as you call. Yeah, I get to make it.
Maybe I'll take just about 2 calls. Now, yeah, the calls no DC what I'm saying. Yeah, sorry. So, hello?
Hello.
Yeah, Udin.
Yeah, Daniel.
Okay, Daniel.
I think the lawyer I know is explaining in Yama, and even very, very well, and I think it's very educative. And I'm thinking some of the Yama work I know, I was saying, Obano, Mr. Wano, and both family, because you only go on or can the general also a consultation to them. They have to also put it in consideration because when they were trying to be able, and I think it's very educative. And
yeah, that's it. I'm funny chat to crying for calls and see. Hello. Hello. Yeah, how do you?
Yeah, Papa did.
Okay, Papa, ain't you?
I'm sure Papa. I think my boy about so. The person make a football about because sadly by what's I mean difficult education about the whole thing. Media platform, will be a candidate in a Basani Sena. Why and what said you man 52,000 we see the same thing. Reverend Michael Sabos Pasimisi. Oh yeah, the same thing and follow oh yeah, the same thing I'm out sharing and I'm say. I think I'm about to answer Jumano, I've been in my education. I mean sure.
Yeah, that's the course they see what I'm saying. Okay, Benvo. Tilly. Yeah, point is about I'm saying uncommon was on the letter now abano. So maybe remember chance now. Issues yeah, la not different point episode can be well.
Oh, many bibiaka.
No, I'm fit on my side. So my main Tilly.
I will answer my question because that makes me person who say if there's a civil law and then there's common law now and he na the uphold but what say bahana ye di wo ye court dia yes ye dey no ho any other I think say and that there a lot of education call ama ya can be no any ya ye tie wa abonten but to me no some of the issues about I think say property part now ka say only judge ne enya adre like because ye kan nyina ka ho no enti wo adwen with only enya adre any education amani I think say asema o kan ya and dem me fa akọ a magina so say ni nyina achi no e da judge ne bosomu to decide on what he will do he or she will do which means that the work can at the trial the final decision will lie with the
maybe the end there to say school classroom education and media amount so this is the law at the end of it all near judge in a bekana a bayejuma one tiasion so we need baby at the court just say what they call another judge wo a beko court of appeal from there to Supreme Court despite to say ya church will be bia nti buenu ye di educate omo nim no omo adwene ye won say ya chro e wo mrani mu say a da bia eye in Ghana no entesa country bia ka English no entesa ye ni judge ne beka ene ye di adwuma na mom ansa na judge ne beka sa no ye wade e fa ne president e bia sisi bebre na judge na hwe so dia ye adwuma on hwe ne ya chro no so obehwe ne akoso adu court of appeal ni Supreme Court enti na ma me wo nyina so bi se ne awo mu ye ne ba ko de enkosi ba bia
all right no
kojo minjo
yeah enti ba bia do no sani aka lawyer atrem no too many nyina no ewo judge nsem eti dan dura judge be kire omu nyina mo bo mu nkuro all the questions are manfo busa and we ja ho ye busa ni da lawyer kra busa some of the questions emuaye beba na judge ni nyansam no o fe say we na ekwa obebua eti ba bia do de nyina no ye twen the judge the ebeba.
Okay, yeah.
Say ombedi asem ne bebe fi. Enye late kura say ekosia say wa no. Obekwa ko hu pani bi sabi oya asantini ni kuro mi nsuta mahene ana pani bi sa na nsuta mahene so fra busu pani ontumi nka say onko. Ana okase ko yibre fi ontumi nka say onya asantefo wo buo ma wo ahemfo pa. Na nanamfa ne nan ensi asem we say so ne yanka ne fie. Na nyasa court na ewo no odify be ya ne ya obe ya appeal busapani so defy be ya ne ya obe ya appeal nti anhwe ye ombe wi asem we no na ye be 5 years echi enu nti na court mpe dede na o si yenkosie body no wi a wa betwe wo manso na bia property bia wo hwehwe no senka wo me ye kan ne fie nanka wonko can court obenya 100% but court be take 5 to 10 years na se ye kan fie bi be take 1 month na mo betuma nya mu just 50% pe enya bi de atua wo ma fees enya bi ahwe wo hafa enya bi enya wasomdwe ya nkafa efie de na wo benya kakra bi no eno ye win-win situation na jai court de no ka wo betimi pa o munya ko na judge no so awon ne wo judge na catch us several times to say they should try and resort to ADR. Ni odi wasam ne se wo betimi amunsiesie no wo fie. Na mo nso mo se mo mpene. Okay. Titiru ni odi ko ye no. Because wa odi ko wo so wunyi ma defendant ne de tumbe no wo say minye.
Yeah.
Obi ne kan na asem se danduru wa. Ni na yebe but na me pese me busa asem ba ko especially when it comes to akamemu. Mati, and I want you to confirm.
My point mention was no.
Me ba minchim. Mati te say omanfo ni bebre na ka say kunayo no eno na be kire onipa sebio ye che ejapade a ye be ma no dodo ana say obenya ejapade no dodo mesel eyesa na ti ana say kunayo no is just an Akan tradition and rituals are here to separate the dead from the living.
No, last one now kind. You can kunayo separate mumieno. At the same time, a status. A yanimunyam kasi a bemenebusi had the show say one year you to me say we ye papa ne. Then the third thing is that property be a emberemuno because under the constitution, to me. We are willing to me for Japadi and Chicha other people wabra reasonable portion ember we ho. It is a high court to me determine say kosia broni and odo broni or area high court determiner. Then under the constitution so lumba man the properties were we no more many be or nona emran recognizing tia bobo will nego na man no ma eseni so determine so say ekosia sewa ono so no benya saa ana me pa kire say me conclusion is say ade na wotena wo ma court na determine amount nka modi kofie na mumie no monne ne womba abusuapani so ho lawyers no so ka ho na montena ho fine say who gets what nka be solve assembly within 3 months.
Okay, all right. The question we sleep with me mami mbusa okay, Baba Jama and Associates for letter now. Last paragraph one say, I think paragraph 6 or say, as the last lawyers of the late Daddy Lumba before his demise, we have in our custody some instructions from the late Daddy Lumba, which serve as a guide to the family as to how he wants his funeral and burial to be conducted, as well as the distribution of his estate. Now, I'm interested particularly how funeral should be conducted. Say, indeed, say bibi say oha. Adentina ye brebe.
Very good. We nyansa sempa no wa boss no. Ni lawyers no actually na say hunu kura. Yes, because by law say wo wu no obi we okani won't mention any person odi wade abusa pani na kire any person odi wade 2. Nya wo na obe kire kwa e fa so ye waye. Eya abusa pani 3. Nya wo na obe kire ba bia say yesie eya abusa pani nti ni lawyer na kirenya asempa pa bia second
but you mean say asemo
I don't mean your second one
no it's important
so we have in our custody no
if no there is no ni how can ba nya na ba kire so mimisuan LLB ye legal drafting na ye will no a succession no most people will be or ye will no the instructions funeral instructions they account
and you find a death wish
yes or the can into a chair okay I want my body to be cremated and be bisa and you are saying that instruction me dey attach me will now and some na me check kwan mun fa so a mun sie me mun ye me ye say within 3 months I want to be buried. Are you saying that instruction in Semwana
a suggestion to the head of family so pobefa na onfa make me will be ma me be me here no will also one person obi abehu body no ne body no nti yankata body no eso 2 gift bi bebe bia no yemfa ngu body no so adaka no so ye a yemfa ncheche other people ebusia penny no odi meka kire no odi adwuma obi nso a opa mfa anye adwuma. A typical example Kwame Nkrumah ne will also wu a yanshi body no near spreading over all the big rivers of Africa. But you nebusia penny and fanye ejuma. Intimeslow, sa pattern. Your church where you will no as to the nature of our funeral burial, and then you find a death wish. And
then my menamo, and I'm seeing we within 3 months, so we see me make it that wish now.
Death wish.
Come on, your my dear.
Mamma coming conclude this. The only thing I will control and power over no. And we self-acquired property. We self-acquired property nkwano be need to me say or be shifting it this way or that way. And no sooner mpacho uti. And no na mrano kam wasem. Now to the burial bibi and olivuma custom. and that's the head of family. So it's good that you are raising this so that almost there were law school, law faculty, and ebetias ye say, will be an your part a death wish, and your part a court in the age. So Mr. Will want to mention Will Missa, Miracle say this a maybe could be no die. So I'm say about your back cancel Nina, young fine age. Until you be an what will my the age. Near was self acquired property no qua and near the age. Near could be an pay fine, yes, or power fine age. No more out of respect.
Oh,
now what can say be a
my bempower because we
move a bembe a wunia no matter when yes or diwadian. We shall wait or bow pa and 2% or diwadi. A busapenny to be a mammy mammy would not say at the age of 90. Now my sisters and no more also may have 4. Or be our my baby in our whisker, backo, one would that. And no nisika. Me mammy no well or states and namsa one would da no niskano. Or stress a mamma be a nina de omoma san de bano, and nina de na yen into me funny say, ya mammy. Where was your penny pa on fine yejuma? Then I'm so respect me, mammy. What the ayejuma no dinner dear. Until death was dear, a bush a penny for the bay ejuma upon fine yejuma. That means Lumban come to me state one will say, I want to be buried in Accra. No bush penny some the bay ejuma, he will consider it. And a lawyer also there, near mammy attack lawyers, no. And they say, you can't say, I have in my custody. So and so Lumba bibia here a yet testament no say ba ne will mo otherwise onya ne sense amanso ntinka obefra witnesses so we miss amanso ba kan say onya ne say witnesses say valid amanso now having my custody so and so I agree bi na lawyers need
crazy no till you say quickly pacho okay crazy yampon time na King David pacho
crazy say another lawyer not see one
but we boom my bempa because sale we see the ananka my SMS state funeral and
I don't person can body the end day.
Oh, me see me person my da be bro be sumi me ansa.
Na 3 months no between that and COVID by near ending.
For us I'm sure.
I no say I nyansa sabeto busuapani asuma or the bay adwuma say on pesa obeda wache. Abusuapani the bay adwuma. Na mo wo ka se bia wo pesa wudi 1 year na 2 years. E wo mochre. And abusuapani baby san wo say na no fa so
na ma ye sika e bia ma ye sika available asem pesa me da ha 1 year.
Still on fine you no dey one for because we okay.
And now pesa wo san to aba na se dey.
Ma be ku abusuapani.
Prezi am say enne one my program na ede na nyame nhira wo ne lawyer
eno wa me hu se busuapani so wo tumi in Ghana
one hu se wa kire se de president bia metra
enti pacho lawyer busuapani ni executor na bia me ye me will na se me ye me will na me appointee e bia me pese lawyer anoche from for ye me executor of the me estate na eno no oni busuapani hwan na wo tumi
ono no wo tumi over your self acquired property so and abusuapani no what to me over death wish no so I want to be buried here. I want to be buried as this. I want these people to do I don't want this man to come to my funeral. I don't want Peace FM people to come there. I don't want NDC people to come. Abusuapani pa no de be adwuma because I know man enya self acquired property enkan.
I see.
It is your self acquired property.
Kwasi na dia na ha me kakra and especially ye mame Akosi Abrempoma nana mehwe se ebusua no so ka busua no ho oye ebusua lumba busua ni ebusua pani a all kan nteme gu no so no ono no wofa pani no no na busua pani no no enti mehunu se nka our privileges bebre close access to the papa so
ono ane wofa
wonya so betu ko gina court akoka nteme gu wofa so wa bra wonim bebia wofa fi wo
and one san so recognize no and one recognize the power
wofa court one o se so wofa se obi e wofa de a I didn't necessarily was ko gina court
was wofa edinani was wofa edinani want kan was wofa edinani was wofa edinani
na wofa wa ye feda mesra kosia
Brempoma
nti onim se ye nyina ye de ye why na open school fees a wako ne wafa na busuapani ho se okwaji school fees wo betuma akwaji school fees wa busuapani ho da bia no asem ba and abusapani no sorry oba obekasa okọ ne baby ade obenya advantage nko a abusia bia ni ho a wo pemmoa wo beko obi beboa lumba ya tie no nwumnum obi amoa no nti mama me ne nya na adwen se sabre no hia abusapani no mboa ana abusapani na di na nipe abusapani ntua school fees mesro
medase kwesi medase your time na so mami na ora no chief from pacho your time na so kwesi 70 pacho
time kwesi wachina PS Esther your concert made by Flora concert made by Grace Flora made by Grace yakopo ya adumo china ewo Accra International Conference Center na Mestre Ghana fui na ochina Accra International Conference Center aho na PS Esther concert na baso ye na free ye na me support no o baso afeska akato ho na fa ba push no
me dase ora no chief ponti say ya wo mo twro ora no chief pon wo mo twro no mo twro historian and a lawyer correct na
so lawyer historian profession never first and sana any other thing lawyer historian
okay all right Mate ora no chief pon renim ni sanso eba na bakwasem a odimu akotene pa yeda na sie wie oti kojoke ne kan oti tilie kue ni pa kan oti AMC ya ebo ankan oti kwesi Ernest kan yes sorry so King David what the other demo dey bra yeda mo ase papa woni ho adwumedie ni honom sei yesua ade ene ebi wo ha weni beji ho ebi won so enya ode ne nyine mu no yankan ho se eya adesua se ehu hia se esua ade yedisi wo hanom sei na ya sorry so enkwani ahode wo ha bina da be se nhia wo entertainment review so akabe esi madunum na no me ensambo Salamat Pinto Clinton Amwako Dominic Nini Nuanomo Kita Squad Anomo Omo Boami social media Kwesi Abuaji Odomina Awu Abuaji Wanana Abuaji Nie One Tim in Kebio Mwa Make